Manifestly a painting with an aura, a presence. CNN was among the first to see it after scholars gave it their blessing in 2011. Jesus Christ, Salvator Mundi, Saviour of the World, by Leonardo da Vinci. For a collector, it's obviously a trophy work of art, the rarest of the rare, one of fewer than 20 known Leonardo oil paintings. It was first publicly displayed in London's National Gallery in a Leonardo exhibition in 2011.
It's a wonderful ghost of a painting. That is, of course, because it's highly damaged, the surface has clearly been stripped back, but you still get this wonderful, mysterious presence gazing out from the darkness towards you.
In advance of this week's auction, Christie's took it on a world tour, and naturally it attracted crowds and a lot of mobile phones.
I think Da Vinci is just a magic name.
Frankly, there are better preserved Leonardos. You could see that in the National Gallery exhibition in 2011. And when you compare it with the Mona Lisa, painted pretty much at the same time in about 1500, you can see that it's lost some of its detail and colour. The quality of the painting is most visible in its lower half, Christ's blessing hand and the crystal orb in his left. The upper half was heavily overpainted. Christ once had red hair and a beard and needed delicate cleaning and restoration. Diane Modestini spent 6 years off and on working on it in her studio in New York.
It was very important to help it as much as you could, and not in any way suppress this extraordinary spiritual quality that it had.
Hard to part with it?
Oh, terrible. It was like a breakup. Yeah.
Since Modestini let it go, the Saviour of the World has been exposed to some of the murkier wheeler dealings of the art market. Crudely, some people saw dollar signs spinning in those misty eyes. Here's a brief history. 2005, acquired at a sale in Louisiana by an American dealer for a bargain $10,000 or less. The work was listed as a Leonardo copy. 8 years later, 2013, as an authenticated work by the master, it was sold privately by Sotheby's for $80 million. The new owner, a Swiss art agent, Yves Bouvier, was a man with an eye for a quick profit. Within a few days, he sold it on for a whopping $127.5 million to an old client, Russian billionaire art collector Dmitry Rybolovlev. In 2014, the Russian found out about the hefty size of Mr. Bouvier's markup. He took legal action in 2015. The case is still ongoing. Christie's recently approached Mr. Rybolovlev to sell the painting. He agreed. And so the Saviour of the World, originally commissioned by a French king, Louis XII, and once owned by an English one, Charles I, is destined to find a new owner. It's already guaranteed to sell for at least $100 million, and that will set a new world record auction price for an old master painting. It's unlikely to be eclipsed for some time. Nick Glass, CNN in London.